Hello, friends. Good evening. This is Leo, and welcome to the today's post-market report. So let's take a look at the market. Today, market did a gap down, and it fell from 24,200 all the way up to 24,130. That was the opening, and we could see a selling started even at the opening, and market went all the way down up to 23,937, and then it bounced back from there. So it fell about like 150 points and then bounced back to about 150 points. Okay, so let's understand the reason why it has bounced back and what has happened at those critical zones. Okay, so now let's go and switch to the order flow chart, and we can see that. Yeah, let's go to the turning point because otherwise the video will be very lengthy. Okay, so now if you look at this exactly at this point, which is around 11:55, right? So at around 11:55, which is at this candle, right? Market has seen a lot of selling happening, right? And max delta was 0, and there is a lot of selling happening at this area, and it's a magenta color, and we can see that the volume is pretty decent. But then when the market was coming down, it has been absorbed by the buyers at these levels, and we could see a delta flip. From here, the sellers took control, right? So this was buyers getting exhausted at these levels, or getting weakness rather, and from here the sellers are, from here the buyers have taken control, right? And it moved all the way up to the opening range, and which is up to the 128 points. So if you go back and look at the original chart, it opened here and it closed at the same range. So almost like 150 point down and 150 point up. So we had seen some buying interest at these areas, but actually in the order flow it came at this place, right? So that's a bit of a difference when it compared to the script between order flow and the trading view chart. Okay. Now let's go and take a look at the BankNifty, right? So BankNifty had a similar gap down opening. BankNifty closed at around 55,000 odd, and it opened at around 54,900, which is about 150-200 point gap down, right? And from here, market right from the selling, it was a right from the opening, it was a selling, and it fell all the way, like for example, for around 400 points, and then we had a buying emerged out of this level at 54,600 level, and it went all the way up to the opening range and was challenged by the buyers, and then sellers came in and pushed it back to the VWAP. Okay, so it was quite a good move today for the intraday traders. Like it has moved from 400 points down and then 400 points up. So that was a pretty decent move. So let's go and take a look at the BankNifty chart at around this time zone, like why this has happened and what has happened at this level, right? So let's switch back to the order flow chart. Okay, here is the order flow chart. So we could see that it's a lot of buy selling happening right from the open. We can see all these things, right? And at these levels, the market turned around. Okay, so if you notice one thing, that there's a lot of constant delta value appearing, which is pretty much, sellers having a full control. But at this point, the bar has closed in green. Unfortunately, I have it in blue because I like the blue color than the green color. So it showed a lot of weakness at this level, and a lot of tug of fight has gone between the buyers and sellers, and then buyers emerged as a victorious in this scenario, right? So this is the way that order flow looks at the data. This is how we can interpret the data, and if you see it from here, market has moved, and then again the selling has stopped literally, and the buyers took control, and then it moved all the way and challenging the opening range itself, right? So which has moved around like 400 points down and then 400 points up. So it is very interesting to see how the order flow works when you really look at the market structure, and you will understand. Let me show you one more data wherein which is the market profile. So I was discussing about this valley area this morning in the order flow in the market profile chart in the YouTube live, and you can see that how the valley area has been tested exactly at this level and then bounced back. So which means that the buyers are finding value at these levels. They were not finding value at these levels earlier, so it was a sell-off, and then buyers found a new value at this level, which is exactly the couple of days back's valley area, right? So you can easily spot out the fair values when you use the profile, and that also give you a good picture, right? And similarly, when you look at the Bank Nifty, you can see that There is a value area here. This is a value area low, high, and this is a value area low, right? And Bank Nifty has opened below the yesterday's point of control and fell all the way down. This was a poor low, and if people understand the market profile structure, they will know that the poor low will be challenged in the coming days. And this was a nice probe. Sellers were trying hard to sell at these levels, but buyers absorbed all those supply and then moved the market higher, right? So it was quite interesting to see all these informations in the live market, where we can see how the contracts are getting exchanged between buyers and sellers, right? And if you really want to learn about the order flow and the market profile and the price action theory, do not hesitate to join a YouTube live where I discuss and I give you levels in terms of what is the expectations for the day and how it looks like from the market structure standpoint, right? If you're really interested, feel free to join my YouTube live. And this live may not happen for a long period of time. And but if you want to take the benefit in the meanwhile, do join my YouTube live and learn the concepts of market profile, order flow, and then the price action. Okay. Thank you. Jai Hind. Bye-bye.